Before anyone ever noticed him, Daniel lived quietly inside routines. Every morning he woke before the sun. He washed his face in cold water, stared at his reflection for a moment, and wondered when it would finally look like someone who had made it. He dressed quickly, ate in silence, and walked the same cracked sidewalk to the same bus stop. The city passed him like a moving painting, bright lights, rushing people, loud ambition, while he moved through it like a shadow. Daniel had dreams once, not small ones. He had imagined himself standing on stages, building companies, creating things that would last longer than his lifetime. He had imagined his name meaning something. He had imagined his parents smiling with pride. He had imagined waking up excited instead of exhausted. But dreams are fragile. They fade quietly when bills arrive. They shrink when rejection letters pile up. They disappear when effort meets silence again and again. By 27, Daniel believed he was realistic. He told himself that success was for other people, for the lucky ones, for the confident ones, for the ones who knew what they were doing. He told himself that surviving was enough. He worked in a small warehouse on the edge of the city, stacking boxes for 12 hours a day. The job paid just enough to keep him afloat and just little enough to keep him trapped. His back ached constantly, his hands were rough, his mind felt heavier than his body. Every evening he returned to a small apartment with peeling paint and buzzing lights. He sat on a narrow bed and stared at the ceiling, replaying memories of who he used to be. A boy who loved learning, a teenager who believed anything was possible, a young man who once promised himself he would never give up. Somewhere along the way, he had broken that promise. Not in one dramatic moment, but in thousands of quiet ones. The day he chose comfort over courage, the night he chose distraction over discipline, the year he chose excuses over effort. He never noticed when it happened, until one rainy afternoon changed everything. That day, the warehouse lost power. Machines stopped, conveyors froze. Silence filled the building like fog. Workers gathered near the entrance, waiting for instructions. Some joked, some complained, some scrolled through their phones. Daniel stood apart, watching rain pound against the metal doors. Something about the sound stirred something inside him. It reminded him of nights when he used to stay awake studying, of mornings when he ran before school, of weekends spent learning skills online, believing it would all pay off someday. He realized something uncomfortable. He had not failed because he lacked ability. He had failed because he stopped trying. That thought hit harder than any rejection ever had. He understood for the first time that his life was not the result of bad luck. It was the result of repeated choices, and choices could be changed. That night, Daniel did something he had not done in years. He opened his laptop with purpose, not to scroll, not to escape, not to complain, to build. He wrote down everything he wanted to become, every skill he admired, every life he secretly wanted. Then he wrote down the truth. He was far from all of it. And that was okay, because distance does not mean impossible. It means work. He created a schedule so strict it scared him. Wake up at 5 a.m., exercise, study for 2 hours, work, practice skills at night, sleep early. No excuses, no shortcuts, no waiting for motivation, just action. The first week was brutal. His body resisted, his mind complained, his habits fought back. He felt tired all the time. He wanted to quit every morning. He questioned himself every night. But he kept going. The second week was harder. The excitement faded. The results were invisible. No one noticed. Nothing changed yet. But he kept going. The third week, something shifted. He began waking up before his alarm. His concentration improved. His confidence grew quietly. Not because life became easier, but because he became stronger. Months passed. He studied programming, business, communication, and leadership. He failed tests. He lost online competitions. He built projects that didn't work. He sent applications that were ignored. Still, he kept going. He learned that progress rarely announces itself. It whispers, through slightly better habits, through slightly stronger discipline, through slightly higher standards. 1 year later, Daniel no longer looked like the same man. His posture was different, his eyes were sharper, his voice was steadier. He earned certifications, he built a portfolio, he applied for better jobs with confidence instead of desperation. And one day, an email arrived. An offer. A real one. A job that paid double his old salary, a position that respected his growth, a chance he once believed was for other people. He stared at the screen for a long time, not in disbelief, in gratitude. But his journey did not end there. Success did not make him lazy, it made him disciplined. He saved money, he invested in himself, he started a small side business, he mentored younger workers from his old warehouse. He never forgot where he came from. He never forgot the man who once believed survival was enough. Years later, Daniel stood on a stage at a youth conference, invited to share his story.
Standing here, I feel the weight of this moment. I don't have all the answers, but I believe in our shared strength. Together, we can shape a better future.
Not because he was famous, because he was proof. Proof that ordinary people can do extraordinary things. Proof that consistency beats talent. Proof that discipline outlasts motivation. Proof that self-belief grows through action. He looked out at hundreds of young faces filled with doubt and hope, and he remembered his own. A man standing in the rain believing he was invisible. He knew now he had never been invisible. He had only been waiting to choose himself. Daniel's life was not defined by luck, intelligence, or connections. It was defined by one decision. The decision to stop running from discomfort. The decision to outwork his doubts. The decision to become responsible for his future. And that decision changed everything. Somewhere right now, someone is living the life they secretly hate. Someone is waking up tired of excuses. Someone is tired of waiting for a miracle. Someone is tired of feeling small. That person might be you. And this story exists to remind you, you are not behind. You are not weak. You are not incapable. You are simply one decision away from a different life. Not tomorrow, not next year, not when it feels easy. Today. Because the weight of becoming is heavy, but the regret of never trying is heavier. And the strongest people are not born, they are built, one disciplined day at a time.
Please subscribe and join me on this journey.